Hey y'all, welcome back. My name is Mook. Welcome to So It Is. I just want to check in real quick and let y'all know that you never want to spend more time working on somebody else's dream than your own. And I'm telling you this from my desk. So as I'm working, you know what I'm saying? I need to make sure that as many hours a day that I put in at work, somebody else's dream, I need to spend equal time doing that for myself. I need to be at home, planning, plotting, putting things in place. During this retrograde period, you want to reflect. But because we're reflecting does not mean that we stop moving altogether. Take time to rest and recuperate and rejuvenate and to redo and relax. All those things that have to do with doing something is good to do during a retrograde period. Let's think about that. Things are taking their time to unfold, but you're in a preparation phase. Being in a retrograde is like a preparation phase where things start to go, and let me say it like this. Things will start to revolve, which means that things that have left will start to come back, and those are things that you deal with. When things that have left come back, you put them in their proper place, right? So if I lost something and it happened to come back to me during a retrograde, then I find where that goes. Okay, is this something that I really need, or is this something that I didn't need to begin with? But usually when something comes back to you in retrograde, is something to analyze. It's to look at the details. It's to go over things that you may have missed before, and looking at, the deeper meaning behind things and being able to decipher what is what. Leaning on your own understanding, not taking so much in from others. Make sure that the guidance that you're getting or the guidance that you're accepting is coming from a high vibrational place. When people are not in a high vibrational place or a mind state, the advice they give you is not going to be able to resonate with you. So we sit and we search for someone to resonate with us because the advice we're given does not match us vibrationally. So when you do that, you want to make sure that you are filtering the type of advice that you're wanting. You want to filter the advice that you're getting. You want to make sure that everything is in vibrational alignment around you during the retrograde period, because as soon as the retrograde is over, everything that happened during that period is going to be up for review. So it also propels things forward. So all of the things that you're working on right now will be propelled forward, good or bad. So what you want to do now is put in the good work, put in the work on self. In this whole period, this whole year, this whole cycle that we're in life is about regeneration, about rebirth, about transformation, about personal development. How can you be the best you? If you haven't noticed that people around you are trying to better themselves, then maybe you're not in vibrational alignment with everybody else in the universe. Because as the earth goes through her cycles, that's a good way to see what you need to be working on. So since we're in the summer, things are warmer, you want to lean into those feelings of being warm, being inviting, being open, being out in nature, receiving as much vitamin D as possible. If I could, I would. I don't like people staring in at me, so that's why I keep the blinds down. But get out into the sunlight. I love the sun. I love natural lighting. I hate artificial light. Okay? This is why sedentary lifestyles are not the best for us, because sitting and not being active, causes our body to want to relax. So sometimes when we're sitting at our desk, we get tired. No, we need to be up and moving. I have to stretch at my desk. I gotta walk. Sometimes I gotta go outside, come back, get myself together, and to be in that mind frame to do what I need to do. Pay attention to the synchronicities in your life. If you're seeing these patterns, if you're seeing these numbers, if you're seeing, a feather here, like the feather I got the other day, everything has a meaning. For me, feathers represent spirit communication, and when a feather lands in your path, it's something to pay attention to, and spirit is trying to connect with you. But there's other ways that spirit tries to connect with you personally. You have to figure out how you're being connected with. How is the universe trying to communicate with you? If you're not open, if you're not even actively listening and paying attention to the signs, then it's not going to matter. Okay, so another thing you want to do is write things down. Last night was in the beginning of the eclipse. And I say beginning because we always go through full moon energy for a few days before and after. And eclipses will definitely bring to the light and also end things. It comes a very crucial time during these cycles where you have to decide what is in alignment with you and what can you take with you. Now, for me, I've had to separate myself in order to know how I can give myself to others. I've had to separate myself so that I can know what it is that I can actually provide, what it is that I can actually give that's not going to deplete me. Some of us are giving ourselves so much and we're being constantly depleted by what we're giving out to others. And you want to be with people who are giving you energy that's going to uplift you, that are growing you, encouraging you. Those are the people that you want around. You want people who are on the same path as you. You want people that are going to understand things with and without you saying them. Because I have friends, like my best friend Robin, my best friend Lay, so many of my homegirls, Lori, Mia, my sister Nicole, there's just so many women that I'm so close to that I can not even say nothing and they know exactly what's going on. I can say a couple words, and just from the words I said, my tone of voice, the way that we're connecting on a soul level. And that's what everybody's trying to do. Get to those soul groups. Get to people that really make sense and resonate with the inside of you. I met a sister at the metaphysical shop the other day. Lovely, lovely sis. Her name is Sade. Hey sis, if you ever see this. And we instantly connect. We were talking for like an hour, and it was just like we had known each other forever. And those are the type of people you want to connect with. That's what I want to connect with. That engages me. That opens my mind because I'm hearing different perspectives on the same thing. We're in vibrational alignment, so we're talking about the same things, and we're also being able to see it from different perspectives. You have to align yourself with people who are in the same mind frame as you so that you can be challenged. I had someone tell me yesterday that, I have to get used to being mentally challenged. And they were right. I do. Because a lot of the times I'm around people who are not challenging me. So when I see it, it's almost shocking. Like, okay, you're right. You know what I'm saying? I should be challenged. I should be, trying to see things from a different perspective. I should be attempting to go a little bit harder. I should be working on self-improvement just that much more. And having people that understand that my separation is nothing personal. My separation is about my personal growth and being able to give myself in a healthy way, which is not going to deplete me and, cause friction or resistance between the people that I do love and care about. By not being able to communicate on that frequency. So I say all that to say, check in with your soul, check in with your soul family, check in with your soul groups, check in with people who resonate with you here. You know what I'm saying? People that, that there's no limitations in the conversations that you can have, because a lot of the times I'm having to monitor the way that I speak to certain people because they don't vibrate at that level. So what I'm saying is not making any sense to you. It's going through one ear and out the other. It'll make sense later because I'm always coming from a place of unconditional love, and sometimes it takes people a while to see that you were giving them what they needed and not what they wanted. Okay, so with that being said, go outside and really try connecting, really try not listening to anything. There's times when you don't need to listen to any music or listen to music with no words. So sometimes listening to a beat with no words helps me to put words on top of what I'm feeling. So there's a beat, and we're all our own manifestors. We're all our own musicians. When you listen to music, it's speaking to you, it's resonating with you, and you have to pay attention to that. Pay attention to what music is striking you. When you walk into a Walgreens and you happen to hear a song, there's no coincidence that this song is playing. It's a vibrational match to what you're dealing with and what you're going through. A lot of these concepts are going to be hard to understand, but as you start to really develop who you are as a spiritual person, you will see no coincidences. And with that, I gotta go.